Okay, welcome to the Haven. Don't have a lot of time on this card, but we're about to do what I should be doing all the time, every time, and that is record a problem that I'm having with Tronxy. But before we even get started, what I want to show you is I am about to go through leveling. I do this almost every print. I'll explain more bed cleansiness. Mine's clean enough. I use the bottom of everything can be sanded slightly that I print. So now, setting my bed level. It's not ready. I don't think it's. No, 2 at once. It's all right. Well, if you just crank these things up without proper twisting, what you'll end up getting is you'll go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it'll always be off somewhere. So what you do is go corner to corner a few times. And I do have a feeler gauge that I use. It's not necessary. Just a piece of paper will work. This is more of just, I got trust issues and security problems. This thing ain't supposed to be wrong. Ever. Okay, see there's going to be a problem. When you're leveling, you got to watch for this stuff. I got to move this clip. You don't want to take it off all the way, so you got to tighten it back down because it does hold that glass on there a little bit. And yeah, I only have a few minutes left on this recorded card. I have a card transferring stuff off of it, but it's going to take a while. But the general gist here, corner to corner, side to side, we'll get this bad boy leveled out. That's too tight already, yeah? And as I bring this down up here, it's bringing it up in the back. I'm not technically bringing it anywhere, but makes sense, right? Like a teeter-totter. One end goes up, the other end goes down. And then what I'm really just doing here is you want barely any drag on the instrument you're using, preferably 0.25, 0.3 first layer, 4 or 0.4 nozzle. Everything will be on the site eventually. 3D printing is tough, folks. You're not going to jump into it and just be printing your little Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. You're not going to. If you just grab models off of, if you buy $1,000 or better printer and you just buy, grab models pre-made by good designers, that sort of thing, and that's all you print, you'll probably be okay. I mean, as long as you follow their specs to a T, there's no lie. Some people print, and obviously printer to printer things are different, but even model to model, like a person to person, setting to setting, maybe it's just slicer to slicer, machine to machine, either way. Just because the print prints once doesn't mean it'll print every time, or even again. Okay, now we have managed, yeah, that's a level bed, folks. So we're going to make sure by letting that auto level. I'll get out of the way, my big head. I don't know if we'll be able to see the screen from back here either way, but I doubt it. But That corner is 0.182. The left front corner is 0.015. So we got a little work to do on this bad boy. We're going to get it closer than that. Alright, it says leveling was successful. Our furthest distances are 0.182, which is our first corner, to a point, or a negative 0.043. So, I mean, honestly, that is not terrible at all. What we're going to do, we've got a crank, turn it out, and tell it to do it again. See what happens right here. We barely turned that thing. Quarter turn maybe. Especially if you're pulling it down, that spring's already tight. Put enough pressure on it to go the other way that you don't have to really. If you're going up, you might want to tighten it down just a little bit. Yeah, we gotta come down a little bit more yet. I barely moved it, really. It's all right though. I got time over there. So once we get this level, this video is gonna start today's post. I'm gonna start doing things hopefully the right way. We are slightly better already, so. This is still a high point, still a low point, so we're still gonna down in, and one more time. use that time. So we're gonna one more shot at this, and I think we're gonna be golden, folks. I mean, we're at 0.115 and then negative 0.014. So. That's what I'm doing. There we go. Definitely can't read the screen, but our first corner is now 0.095 and 0.043 on our second corner here. So we're definitely way better than we were. I could probably go one more round even. I got 12 minutes left on here, so this would be plenty level, folks. I know that it's stressed, and I'm not trying to take away from what's going to happen, obviously. If this isn't level, that head stays in one spot. So if your gap goes from 0.2 to 0.4, at the 0.4 area, you're just running off into the air and hoping it lands on the bed properly. Probably not gonna go this. Heads up. Look at this. Everything's in 0.0 something. 0.0, 0.0, 0.0, all the way around. This is going to be an awesome level, folks. Yes, this is so sweet level right here. I'm going to grab my phone, I think, and take a picture of this. Corners, 0.095, 0.043, 0.094, 0.041. So, I mean, basically, we would have to let those two corners up very little at the same time to get this thing perfect. And the likelihood of that is if I turn this down anymore, this 0.095 and that 0.094 in the back corner are going to fluctuate too much. Right now, going all the way around, we're pretty level. So, and honestly now, it is level. My next move, I forgot what I was going to do with this thing. Oh, right. I have some sliced stuff done. So what we're having a problem with here is, as you can see up here, just a second, you'll be able to see up here, I have purple on my extruder 1, the left-hand side, and I have yellow on extruder 2, my right-hand side. Now my yellow extruder 2 is PLA, whereas my purple extruder 1 is PETG. So I need the nozzle at different temperatures. This is not a problem, as it does this at the purge tower. The problem here is, regardless of what I do on that slicer over here, it can't seem to figure out where to put the heat when it'll still run extruder 1 purple at extruder 2 temperatures and vice versa, extruder 2 at extruder 1 temperatures. And again, it doesn't matter how I do it in Prusa. If I make the colors stay where they're supposed to, it'll print what I want, purple, but it won't necessarily heat for the purple while it's trying to print the purple. That all made sense. I hope that makes sense. So that's where we're at with this. With 8 minutes left, I don't know that I got enough time on this particular card to do all that. So what I'm going to do instead is stop this video. I have stuff sliced already. Like I said, I have stuff transferring to another card. I don't have to tell you all this nonsense. So I got work to do. I'll be back to finish this.